Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Language Arts Gallery. Today, we're going to continue with day 4 of writing a research report. And today, we're going to talk about how to write an effective conclusion for our research report. But first, I want to begin by going over the steps in writing a great research report. Now, first, we want to begin by asking a question. Then, we're going to gather information, organize that information, draft our first copy of our research report, go back and revise and edit it, and then publish it. So let's look in a little bit more detail about what's involved in each one of these steps. First, we want to ask a question. Now, we're writing a research report on the contributions of immigrant groups to the United States of America. So I'm going to ask, what special contributions did immigrants from whatever country I'm focusing on make to American society? I also said that if you have a student that's really interested in writing about one particular person, they can do that. After we have our question established, we want to gather information that's going to help us to answer that question. We can ask a teacher, we can look online, go to the library, read a book, a newspaper, or a magazine. Now, I think this is a great opportunity to introduce young researchers to the interview process. Now, this lesson is aimed at fifth grade students. You could also use it with fourth graders or sixth graders. But I think this is a good time for students to start exploring other methods of gathering information to use in a research report. And using interviews is a great way to do that. So after we gather that information, we want to organize it. Remember, we said for our report, we're going to have 3 body paragraphs, and each body paragraph is going to represent one big contribution of this particular immigrant group. Now, we went over that in day 2, and in our last lesson, we talked about writing a great introduction. This is day 4, where we're focusing on our conclusion. So then students are going to draft their essay. They've already done this after they've gathered and organized their information. We're revising and editing. Revising and editing is a recursive process. I always tell my students, you don't just revise once, you can go back multiple times and make your writing better. Then we're going to publish it. Now, this is the mentor text that I created. Now, my ancestors were from Ireland, so any type of contributions from Irish Americans is really important to me. So I wanted to focus on that in this particular lesson. So let's look at what the features of a good conclusion include. First of all, we are not going to introduce any new information in our conclusion. We're restating what we already told the reader in the introduction and the body of the research report. So a good conclusion should signpost. We want to let the reader know that they're coming to the end of our essay. We want to restate the thesis. We want to summarize the big points, and remember, each body paragraph represents one big point. And then we want to leave the reader with a final thought. When we talk about signposting, signposting is a phrase that helps our reader to know that they've come to the end of our paper. So we can use language like in conclusion, in closing, to wrap up, or to conclude. We can say to summarize. To wrap up is a little less formal. I think it's okay for fourth or fifth graders, but as our students get a little bit older, we want them to use more formal language in academic writing. We want to restate our thesis. Of course, this is easy. Our thesis statement was the last sentence of our introduction. We want to try to use different words if possible. Now, you can make the decision based on the level of your students. If you have students that are really struggling with the rhetorical features, the important thing is to get them to understand the structure of this essay. So if they want to just rewrite their thesis in the same words, that's fine with me. But we want to aim for most of our students to paraphrase their thesis, and it's important to use the past tense. Then we want to summarize the main points of our essay. Remember, we said each body paragraph represented one big idea. We talked about military service, building infrastructure, and the culture and traditions that Irish Americans shared as they came to America. So here I've got my summary. It says, from fighting in wars to building infrastructure and sharing their rich traditions, Irish Americans helped shape the history, culture, and growth of the United States. So that's a great way to summarize and to use different language. Now we want to leave the reader with a final thought. This is an opportunity to be a little bit creative. Remember, we don't want to introduce any new information, but we do want to be a little creative. We just want to leave the reader with a powerful thought or a powerful statement about our topic. And I can see that here in the last sentence. It says, we are enriched by the contributions of all those who call America home. So this is a great conclusion. It signposts, restates the thesis, summarizes the main points, and as I just showed, it leaves the reader with a final thought. So I'm going to go ahead and read through this right now so we can see what a great conclusion looks like. In conclusion, this report showed how how Irish immigrants' important contributions helped to make America better and turn it into the special place that it is today. From fighting in wars to building infrastructure and sharing their rich traditions, Irish Americans helped shape the history, culture, and growth of the United States. Their story is not the only story of immigrants from different countries who every day help shape and improve the United States. We are enriched by the contributions of all those who call America home. So, after you go through this with your students, you can then show them this graphic organizer, which is going to ask them to create those different parts of the conclusion. They can choose an expression to signpost, summarize their main points, restate their thesis, and then leave a final thought. And then they can put that all together in their concluding paragraph. Now, all this is included in the lesson that's linked in the video description, and that's in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. Then students can redraft that essay, and you've got a template here where they can share their intro, their three body paragraphs, and their conclusion. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me for another lesson, and I'll see you in our next lesson at the Language Arts Gallery, where we're going to talk about peer review in the academic writing process.